Hello, hello, hello. Where do you come to get all your news? You already know the answer. Washington Informer. I am Micha Green, managing editor, and so happy to be with you on this wonderful Wednesday. I'm so excited to chat with Marcus Allen and Latoya Foster about the goodness that's coming to us this weekend. That's right, Broccoli City Festival. There's so many new and exciting aspects this year. And so, without further ado, let's bring the crew on to talk to us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Marcus. Hi,
Hello,
Latoya. How
hello.
are
Hey,
you?
Misha. Hey, Marcus. Oh, right. And we got the M&Ms. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. The M&Ms united. Well, first of all, let me tell the people who you are. Your official titles. Marcus Allen is the co-founder of Broccoli City Festival, and Latoya Foster is the director of the District of Columbia Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment, or as I love to say, CTS for me. I am
Big boss
so
lady.
yeah,
That's all
big boss.
right.
Big boss lady. Thank you for being
Thank
with us
y'all.
today, you both. We
Well, we
really,
are very
really
excited to be here. Marcus got a whole festival coming back to DC, y'all. It's a doozy, too, a big one.
oh, it is indeed. Let's go ahead and show it off here on the screen. Broccoli City Festival at Audi Phil, July 27th and 28th. Uh, you all see the big names: Megan Thee Stallion, Gunna, Party Next Door, Kate Renata, Victoria Monet, Key Glock, and then Latoya will tell us a little bit later about some of the amazing folks on the city stage. But before we even get into the goods of this year, take us back a little bit, Marcus, because Broccoli City has been a staple for so long here in the district. And it's not just a festival. Tell us everything about Broccoli City and what there is to know that got us to this point this weekend.
For sure. Yeah, and I appreciate being here. But Broccoli City started as a Earth Day celebration, where we really just wanted people of color to learn how to live more healthy and more sustainable. It evolved obviously over the years, just through the grace of God and great partners, great support from the city. And we've been able to kind of evolve this into being much more than just a festival. We're ultimately really a social enterprise where we continue that three round mission of live entertainment, using live entertainment to educate people, almost like the medicine in their dog food. So we do curriculum, we do things all throughout the year. We develop content series. We have a nonprofit. We're for profit as well. We also have a volunteer app, We Chip In, where individuals can earn tickets to not just Broccoli City Festival, but other shows throughout the city, as well as other free partnered items, gift cards, etc. And so we stay pretty busy throughout the year and all the things that we do.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm not going to even ask you when do you sleep because I know sleep might not even be a factor this week. But it's so wonderful, and congratulations to just see the trajectory of Broccoli City and all that you all do, and that the root is about caring and making people aware of not only how they can be involved in the community, but also caring about the community and our future. And so, without further ado, let me get to the boss lady herself, who has been so. First of all, I should say she also doesn't sleep, everybody,
Oh,
but
man.
has
You know,
been so instrumental about ensuring that the arts are really catered to here in the district. And but before offline, we were saying that the mayor has been incredibly supportive of festivals with her festival fund.
yes,
So
yes.
tell us a little bit about OCTFME and the district's involvement this year in Broccoli City Festival.
Absolutely. Misha, thank you for having us again. And Marcus, we couldn't be more proud or more excited about what you and Brandon and Jermon and others have built right here in our city. Broccoli City is a festival that we look forward to as a city every single year. And you all have really outdone yourselves. Each year we see it grow and get bigger. The lineup gets even more amazing. And we just want to give you big kudos. We are excited. OCTFME, Mayor Bowser, Events DC, Dr. We have come working with Mon and Brand to bring a city stage where we will have the stage for about roughly an hour or so on Saturday and Sunday, where we are highlighting our local talent. Among what you will see on that stage is DC's own Nucci and his front porch. Now, if you all don't know Nucci, I'm going to tell you, you got to look him up. Everyone comes to do his front porch series where it's literally on a front porch band, and some of the biggest names in R&B, pop, hip hop, even gospel have joined him on front porch, and he will be with us this weekend along with Crank Caviar and a host of others. There has been a contest that Broccoli City has held where we will see some talent who will put their best foot forward, and they will be on that stage as well. So we're very excited about highlighting what we know is DC's talent, as well as, of course, giving big kudos to DC's own Broccoli City, because we remember when we used to go to St. Elizabeth's in Ward 8
Yes.
with
Yes.
Marcus and Gerard. Getting it started. It was a vision that they brought to life and grew it, and we couldn't be more proud and excited for them. And then Mayor Bowser, as we were just talking about, Micha, she recognizes what Marcus and Brandon and the team have done with Broccoli City, and she knows what these type of festivals do for our city. They garner tourism, so you have a lot of residents who have a great time, but it also encourages and spurs tourism in our city. So she has also invested resources in her budget for festival funds, special events relief funds, to ensure that the Broccoli cities of the world and others can continue to create festivals and launch new festivals, and we can have more Marcuses and Brandons and Germans who can see them as the real example of homegrown, getting it done. Didn't go to Atlanta, didn't go to LA, didn't go somewhere else. They did it right here at home. They kept it at home. They grew it at home, and it continues to grow. 30,000 attendees every both days, every year. It's amazing, and we just can't say enough about them, but we're glad to be proud partners with them.
Well, again, kudos to all of you and the work that you're doing in supporting this. And Marcus, I have to say, we had a great time at St. Elizabeth's, and now we are looking forward to a good a good time at Audi Field this year. Latoya, you mentioned a great point, which is that this is in the District of Columbia.
That's
You all
right.
chose to stay home. You all chose to sow into uh, the district in a way that really brings people from all over
Right.
here to the nation's capital in the name of music. Tell us a little bit about why you all decided to keep it home based, why that was so important. And if I may, in a year that's a bit divisive, to say the least, how is it having it here in the district? I guess further important for our attendees this year. Oh, I think you might be on mute, Marcus. I'm gonna unmute you. There we go.
I think it's been important, right? I mean, I think one of the reasons why we've always kept it here in the district is, um, DC represents something for Black culture in the same way that Atlanta does, right? In the same way that Detroit does. There's a level of roots connected to it that I would say, it tells me something about you. If I say, hey, I live in DC, and a person of color responds to me and they don't have any connection to DC or Maryland, Virginia, that tells me that's odd. It's odd to meet a person of color. You say you're from the DC and they don't say, my cousin went to Howard, my aunt lives in the district, You know what I mean? They live in Northern Virginia. They live in PG County. Like there's always a connection back to DC in some kind of way. And I think that it's important to have a city like that and to allow people to connect to the city in that kind of way. I think that the Chocolate City, while it's not said as often, is kind of a thing that is slowly kind of going away. We don't hear people say as much. I think that it's still a very strong undertone when people make that connection back to DC and they understand what they're gonna get. And I think it's allowed us to maintain the fact that it's that our attendees are people of color. Many of the festivals that you see of our size and scale, outside of maybe Roots Picnic, there's very few festivals that are able to maintain an all black attendee or a majority black person or people of color in an attendee. And I think that's been mainly because we've maintained a city like DC, where when people think about traveling here, they expect a certain vibe. Like they come here for a certain energy. And it's different than Atlanta, right? Because Atlanta, when you pull into Atlanta and you get off the plane, you have an expectation of what that is, but you also get off the plane in DC and understand what you're about to get into here. And I think we've just stayed connected to that root and to that prism of thought around what people expect, and have continued to grow that imagination around the city for young people of color.
And we thank you for that. And so this
For sure.
year, it's a fire lineup both days. We're very excited about it. You know, to your point, you're bringing these internationally known and celebrated artists right here to the nation's capital. Tell us a little bit about the thought process behind this year's festival and how it came to fruition with these amazing, amazing stars for folks to check out.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. I ain't gonna front. I was looking at the lineup today, and I think it's for us it's interesting because I know that we're booking this talent in like October, November. So to be here almost in August and to have been able to identify a lineup that feels so current when it was booked all the way back in October, November, I mean, yeah, it's special. I mean, it really is one of our more special lineups, just in terms of timing of talent on the rise between the Meg the Stallions, the Sexy Reds, the Victoria Monets, the Issa Rays. Like all of these folks are having these incredible moments culturally. And the blessing is they all gonna be at Broccoli City all at the same time. So we look forward to like some incredible moments, not just in person, but also incredible content that's going to live on for a while, where there'll be moments that not just the attendees but the talent will be able to say, y'all remember 2024 we was in DC at Broccoli City, remember so and so happened. Like there's going to be a lot of moments, a lot of people are going to get a chance to connect from an industry perspective, and it's going to happen here in the district, and that's going to mean something, that people going to be able to create commerce through the grounds of being here in DC at Broccoli City.
And you know, it's great to hear because we always think about, you know, the audience, which will be my next question. But to hear from the artist side and sort of the production side, how that networking comes together. And again, I mean, you know, being a native Washingtonian, it's so cool that DC has become really an arts hub. As someone who went to Duke Ellington and, you know,
Right.
really talked about how it bragged about the arts here in DC, now, you know, internationally folks know it. And so again, it's much for the work that you're doing, Latoya, as well as you, Marcus, and the whole Broccoli City team. So I do have to ask though, how do you want the audience to leave on Saturday and Sunday? What do you want them to gain from this? And this is to both you, Latoya, as well as you, Marcus.
Well, one, safe, right? One without question. We
Well,
want you to
that's a
get
good
home
one.
safe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
safe.
a good
Yeah, definitely want you to get home safe. I think if it's Saturday night, I want you to go home looking forward to the next day. We think that being in July in DC, we think that the support of having this incredible venue here at Audi Field, we're here now for load in already. Um, we think it's going to be just enough infrastructure, just enough air conditioning, just enough suites where people are going to be refreshed and ready for the next day. But ultimately, after the weekend, I want people to look back at their phones, at their content, at their social media, and I really want this to be almost like one of those special moments. Like I've said this in other podcasts, but like for me, a big moment that just stood out to me in my life of like one level of like, oh, that happened was All Star Weekend in Atlanta, right? Like that was a pivotal moment for me from like a cultural perspective, from like an entertainment and an event perspective. And so I just want this weekend to be one of those weekends for so many different people that it's like they're motivated to either connect culturally, to do business, to come back to the district and do other festivals, whatever it is. But we're happy about that.
Yes. And how about you, Latoya?
Well, you know what? I just had a thought. Actually, I had a memory from last year, Marcus, and you might remember this. We were standing backstage. I think it was you, me, Brandon, and Mayor Bowser. And we looked out there at RFK, right? We're on the stage,
Yes.
and you saw this massive crowd outside. I mean, it was massive. And all I could think was, oh my God, you all did this. You
Mm,
did this. And because we've been there from 2015 up to now, it was just heartwarming, very, very heartwarming. You were filled with so much pride. You were so proud because you saw your homies. This is DC born and born. They birthed this here and
mm,
grew it to what we saw last year. And I looked, I was like, do y'all believe you all did this? And it was just it was an amazing moment. It was just that one moment right then. It was like, you all did this. And it's that part. You said something also earlier, Marcus, about the vibe. DC is a vibe. We're not just a political town. Yes, we're the home of the White House, but as you all know, where we sit right here or in the original Black Entertainment Television headquarters, we've been an entertainment mecca for a really long time. And we have to remind people that yes, there's a lot of entertainment that comes out of this city. There's a lot of
Fashion,
entertainers, prominent
style,
ones, all of
yes.
that. We've
Yes.
been trendsetters. We've been here. We
absolutely,
wait
no
for everybody
question.
else to catch up. We've been here.
Hello?
That's
Yes.
it. That's it. But we are an arts and culture hub as well, and we just want to keep spreading the word. And Broccoli City helps us do that. So thank you, Marcus.
Well, both of you all's anecdotes have me feeling all the feels. Let me just say that. But again, we're looking forward to a weekend that we can remember. And just know that when of course, as a Broccoli City attendee, often am interviewing folks in the crowd. And again, year after year, they're saying the same thing. It just gets better and better, more engaging. And again, such a beautiful moment that brings so many people together. So, I know that things don't end on July 28th. Life keeps happening, and there's so much for us to tap into. Marcus, tell us what's next. What can the people sort of tap into and or support? And then Latoya, tell us that as well. Marcus, we'll start with you.
I mean, for us, we're looking to really evolve the brand. Like this 25th, 2025, going into this next year. Um, Content is going to be a much bigger part of what we do. Content and digital. It's time. The live entertainment space is changing. The cost of talent is changing. The economics of it is changing. Um, we have been very good about fostering relationships with brand partners and from a social perspective in terms of content. And so as we begin to develop our team, we see our team is getting stronger and stronger in the digital space. And I think it's really myself and Brandon's job to develop and cultivate more opportunities with brand partners through that and not focus so much in the live. And so, without question, that's one of the areas that you'll see from us be more aggressive. We're going to create a lot of incredible content from this weekend. That's going to be series that hopefully we'll be able to collaborate on. That'll be future content as well. And so we're just excited about really just turning the corner and really owning what I believe is right now an untouched demographic, which is the under 30 Black women, right? Essence is somewhat phased out to that demographic. Um, you know, the brands that you would think would have kind of grabbed onto that and hung onto it, they're losing grip, right? And so we want to come right in and come in and be able to play that role for the younger Black demographic.
Well,
Sorry,
we're
y'all.
excited about it. Yeah, you got to make sure that you keep us posted here at the Washington Informer. We'll tell the story. And Latoya, I know that there's probably 50,000 things on your calendar right now.
Well,
But
we
give us
are
some of the highlights.
grateful. Let me tell you something. You are grateful when you are blessed, booked, and busy. Listen,
Yes,
when you are not booked and busy, it's time to get real nervous. So I
yes,
want us to stay blessed, booked, and busy here at
yes,
OCT FME. But we are excited about all that Mayor Bowser is doing and her vision for arts and entertainment in our city. Many people may not recognize that arts and entertainment, well, just the arts alone, the National Endowment of the Arts quoted that DC it's a $9 billion contribution to our city every year, just in the arts alone. 55,000 people who work in the arts in this city contribute $9 billion to our economy every year. That's very significant. And Mayor Bowser understands that, which is why she's always excited when Broccoli City comes about, because again, it's homegrown, it spurs tourism, it gives people jobs and opportunities, and young people, because they're interns working on this too, an opportunity to see other areas of entertainment they can work in, not just on the stage, but behind the scenes that are quite lucrative. And that is also why, right after Broccoli City, where we're working in tandem with that, is our Mayor Bowser's 202 Creates kickoff, which takes place at the end of August 29th. And that is a full month of celebrating the creative economy and the arts here in the city. And then the other bookend of that will be the Mayor's Arts Awards. But Mayor Bowser has made it a point to invest resources into the arts and entertainment in our city, so that we can give a hand up to those small businesses who are trying to grow into the next Broccoli City, to those festivals that are trying to launch here in the city. That's why she has made such significant investments in that. So we are definitely working very hard in tandem with Mayor Bowser. And shout out to our sister, Dr. Angie Gates at Events DC, who's also our partner in this as well, as we're all working to make sure that we keep arts and entertainment and culture as a top priority in the city, and recognizing the jobs and opportunities that come from that as well.
yes. Well, we so thank you all. And again, please keep us posted. The folks at OCTFME are going to kill me if I don't at least mention this briefly, which is that Mayor's Arts Awards
Yes,
nominations are open.
it's open.
Open,
First
open,
of all,
open,
you got to
open.
be there. Let's just
Yeah,
start there. That's something you got to be at. Look, by then you would have rested up from Broccoli City. It might take you a month to recover from that. That'll be in perfect timing. You'll be ready for 202 and the Mayor's Arts Awards. Our nomination rounds did kick off. We want to hear from you all. Who is your favorite creator in the city?
yes,
We need to
yes.
know it. And there's a lot of people who fit that bill. So DCMayorsArtsAwards.com is where you will find that. And while we're talking about OCTFME, I want to give a big shout out to this amazing team. Less than 60 strong. You have no idea how hard they work in so many areas, from film and television productions to all of these big events that we see, the Emancipation Day, the 4th of July with CNN, the Mayor's Arts Awards, the 202 kickoffs, the Jazz in the Cities, and so many more. We don't just wave a magic wand. That comes from a lot of hard work and sacrifices from this amazing team that I can't say enough about. So big thank you and kudos to them, because they are amazing.
They really are. I got to give a shout out. I ran into a couple members of your team on Sunday at the Rammies,
Uh-huh.
and they were also on it. Like everyone had the same announcements, and like, oh, and make sure you get this, and you know about this. And I'm like, this is what a team is about.
That's
Just
right.
working together, having
That's right.
synergy. And so it was really inspirational. And
I do want to throw one more piece in there, though, Micha, because I think people do kind of forget this one. We also have 3 television stations that we want people to be checking out: DCN Channel 16, DKN Channel 99, DCC Channel 13, and our partnership with Howard University WHUR HD4 on the dial. So we want you to check all of those out.
Yes, make sure you tap into all the greatness that OCTFME has to offer, as well as all of the amazingness that Broccoli City Festival has.
Broccoli City's going to be awesome.
Particularly this weekend, we're about ready, y'all.
You got an outfit, Micha? You got your outfits ready?
You know what? See, we're not going to even talk about that, but we're getting it ready. We're getting it ready.
You gotta be cute. You gotta be cute.
We're gonna be really cute. Okay? Just know. Don't even say anything when y'all are saying, I thought your outfit wasn't ready on Wednesday. Saturday and Sunday.
It's gonna be hot and we gotta be cute.
It's hot and we gotta be cute. And the weather is gonna it looks like it's gonna be absolutely beautiful. Come out. Tickets are still available. Make sure.
Please, last little few.
Yeah,
last say y'all got some tickets left.
It's just a few. Yeah, it's just a few left. We chopping this thing on off. You know what I mean?
Y'all heard it here. We have 100 folks tuning in, y'all. So spread the word. Tell a friend.
Yo, appreciate y'all.
Because make sure, okay. I don't want y'all looking up on Saturday morning and texting me trying to get you in. I have no hookup.
I'm turning my phone off.
Yes.
I'm cut. Yeah. My folks didn't cut my water. I got a standard response I got to give now. They didn't cut my water all the way off.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this has been such a treat. We really appreciate you all for joining us here on Wednesday today. We so appreciate it. All those tuned in, you know what I like to say, sharing is caring. Go ahead and share this stream. Share it with the people. It'll be here as long as Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, are there. So be sure to share this with your folks. And again, tap into Broccoli City Festival this weekend. You don't want to miss this amazing lineup, this amazing time to fellowship with folks all from the DC area, but really all over. I've had family come from Detroit for this event before. So it truly is a family affair. And I'm so grateful that you're able to bring it back to us this year.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much.
Take care.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
You all as well.
Bye-bye.
Where do you come to get